Have you ever asked yourself what truly makes a woman strong, respected, and unforgettable? It is not beauty alone, nor wealth, nor status. It is the wisdom she carries, the rules she follows, the choices she makes each day. Many women live reacting to the world, but a smart woman creates her world. She understands her worth, she protects her energy, she invests in her growth, and she walks with purpose. Today, I will share with you 6 timeless rules, 6 guiding lights that every smart woman follows to live with dignity, peace, and unshakable strength. Let us begin. Have you ever wondered why so many people feel empty even when they are surrounded by others? Why so many give everything, love, care, time, yet still feel unseen, unappreciated, and unloved? The truth is simple. If you do not value yourself first, no one else will. And a smart woman knows this truth deeply. She begins with herself. A smart woman does not wait for others to tell her she is worthy. She does not measure her value by how much attention she receives, how many people approve of her, or how many compliments she hears. Her value is not in the hands of others. It is within her. She knows that the world only reflects back the way she treats herself. Think of a priceless jewel. If you throw it into the dirt and treat it carelessly, others will see it as worthless. But if you protect it, polish it, and carry it with pride, people recognize its true worth. The same is true with a woman's self-respect. If she lowers her standards, begs for love, or accepts mistreatment, the world learns to treat her the same way. But when she honors herself, her time, her body, her heart, others rise to meet her value. This does not mean arrogance. It is not pride. It is dignity. Valuing yourself is an act of self-respect, not selfishness. It is saying, I deserve to be treated with kindness, with respect, with love, and I will not accept less. A smart woman knows that love should never come at the cost of her peace, and success should never come at the cost of her soul. How does she show this value in her daily life? By the choices she makes. She invests in herself through learning, through caring for her health, through nourishing her mind and spirit. She takes time to rest because she knows she cannot pour from an empty cup. She chooses relationships carefully, refusing to waste time on those who drain her energy. She sets boundaries, not to push others away, but to protect her inner strength. And when challenges come, as they always do, she does not collapse in self-doubt. She reminds herself, I am enough. I have always been enough. Even in failure, even in rejection, she holds on to her worth because she knows her value is not tied to circumstances. It is unshakable, rooted deep within her being. A smart woman understands. If she does not honor herself, she teaches others not to honor her. But when she values herself, she sets the tone for her entire life. Love becomes healthier, friendships become deeper, success feels more authentic. Everything begins with the relationship she has with herself. So remember, your worth is not given, it is recognized. And the first person who must recognize it is you. A smart woman values herself first because she knows the way you treat yourself becomes the standard for how the world will treat you. Have you ever walked into a room full of people and felt drained, even without speaking a word? Have you noticed how some conversations leave you heavy while others lift your spirit? This is not by accident. Energy is real. And a smart woman knows her energy is her greatest currency. To live wisely, she must protect it. A smart woman understands that not everyone who smiles at her wishes her well. Not every relationship deserves her time. Not every opportunity deserves her effort. Her energy is sacred. It fuels her dreams, her peace, her health. And because she values it, she does not allow just anyone to consume it. Think of energy like water in a vessel. If you let it spill everywhere, on meaningless arguments, toxic people, endless distractions, soon the vessel is empty. But when you guard it carefully, pour it into the right places, your life blossoms. Protecting energy is not about isolation. It is about wisdom. It is knowing where to give and where to step back. A smart woman sets boundaries, not walls of bitterness, but gates of self-respect. She knows when to say yes, and she knows when to say no. Saying no does not make her unkind, it makes her free. It keeps her from being drained by things that do not serve her. She is mindful of the people she keeps close. Some people encourage, others discourage. Some give, others only take. She chooses to surround herself with those who add to her life, not those who subtract from it. This is not cruelty, it is clarity. Because she knows, the company you keep shapes the energy you carry. Protecting her energy also means watching her own mind. She does not allow negative self-talk to run unchecked. She does not replay every mistake until her heart is heavy. Instead, she cultivates thoughts that bring strength, gratitude, and clarity. She knows the greatest thief of energy is not always outside. It is often within. Technology, I too, can drain her. Endless scrolling, constant notifications, comparisons on social media, these are silent thieves of joy. A smart woman knows when to disconnect, when to put the phone away, when to return to stillness. She chooses peace over noise. And when life becomes overwhelming, she restores her energy with practices that nourish her. Prayer, meditation, nature, journaling, movement. These are not luxuries, they are necessities. Just as a warrior sharpens her sword, a smart woman sharpens her spirit. Because here is the truth. When her energy is high, she can create, she can love, she can give, she can rise. But when it is scattered and stolen, even the simplest task feels heavy. That is why she guards it fiercely, without apology. So remember, your energy is your life force. Do not give it away cheaply. Protect it, and you protect your peace. Protect it, and you protect your happiness. Protect it, and you protect your future. A smart woman understands this deeply. That is why she does not allow everything to touch her spirit. She protects her energy because she knows without energy, nothing can grow. Have you ever seen a tree that stopped growing? Once it stops, it begins to wither. The same is true for us. The moment you stop learning, the moment you stop evolving, you begin to shrink inside. A smart woman knows this truth. That is why she invests in her growth, not sometimes, not when it is convenient, always. A smart woman understands that life is movement. Nothing stands still. Either you are growing or you are fading. Either you are rising or you are falling. There is no middle ground. That is why she never allows herself to remain the same person year after year. She sees her mind, her heart, her spirit as soil. And just like soil, it must be nourished for anything beautiful to grow. She invests in her growth through learning. Not just academic learning, but the wisdom of life itself. She reads, she listens, she asks questions. She seeks knowledge that expands her understanding of the world and of herself. She does not fear ignorance, she fears staying ignorant. But growth is not only in books, growth is also in experience. She dares to step outside her comfort zone. She tries new things, even when they scare her. She understands that mistakes are not failures, they are lessons written in action. And she knows that every challenge, every difficulty carries within it the seed of wisdom. Investing in growth also means caring for her skills. A smart woman sharpens her abilities the way a warrior sharpens her sword. She knows talent alone is not enough. It must be refined, practiced, polished. Because growth is not an accident, it is a choice made daily. She invests not only in knowledge, but also in character. She asks herself, am I becoming kinder? Am I becoming wiser? Am I becoming stronger inside? She knows true growth is not about competing with others. It is about becoming better than the woman she was yesterday. And yes, growth requires sacrifice. Time, effort, patience. While others waste their hours on gossip, distraction, or temporary pleasures, she invests hers in building herself. She may not see results immediately, but she trusts the process. She knows that just as a seed takes time to push through the soil, her growth will one day bear fruit.
Why is this so important? Because the world changes, circumstances shift, people come and go, but when a woman is constantly growing, she is never left behind. She adapts, she thrives, she remains strong no matter what happens. Growth makes her resilient, it makes her unstoppable. So remember, the smartest investment you will ever make is not in gold, not in possessions, not even in status. It is in yourself, because when you grow, everything around you grows with you. A smart woman never stops learning, never stops evolving, never stops becoming. She invests in her growth because she knows her future depends on it. Imagine for a moment that you are carrying a golden vessel. Inside it, there is a rare, shimmering liquid. This liquid represents your energy, your life force. Every thought, every action, every choice either protects this vessel or spills its contents. Once it leaks, it is gone, and the vessel feels lighter, weaker, emptier. Smart women understand this truth. They know their energy is not infinite. They know that not every situation, not every person deserves to drink from their golden vessel, and so they guard their energy like a precious gem. Many people waste their energy without even realizing it. They give their attention to gossip, to drama, to negativity, to endless scrolling on screens. They pour their focus into people who do not value them, into battles that are not worth fighting, into habits that weaken instead of strengthen. And then they wonder, why do I feel so drained? Why do I feel so lost? The answer is simple. They left their golden vessel unprotected. A smart woman, however, chooses differently. She knows that her energy is her most valuable currency. She spends it wisely. She does not argue with fools because she knows silence protects her energy. She does not chase people who walk away because she knows her energy must flow toward growth, not toward loss. She does not cling to bitterness because she understands that holding on to anger is like holding on to fire. It burns the hand that holds it. She lives by a simple principle. If it does not bring peace, growth, or love into my life, I do not invest my energy there. This does not mean she avoids challenges. No, life will always present storms. But instead of wasting her energy fighting against the wind, she learns to sail with it. Instead of pouring her strength into resistance, she channels it into adaptation, resilience, and forward movement. When you guard your energy, you also learn the sacred art of saying no. A small word, but a powerful shield. A woman who is smart and strong does not feel guilty for protecting her boundaries. She knows that every no to something meaningless is a yes to something greater, her dreams, her health, her peace of mind. Guarding your energy is not selfish. It is survival, it is wisdom, it is power. And when a woman masters this art, she becomes unstoppable. Her presence grows stronger, her mind clearer, her steps more focused. People may wonder, how does she stay so calm? How does she glow from within? The answer is simple. She does not allow the world to drain her. She protects her golden vessel. So I ask you now, where are you pouring your energy? Who or what is drinking from your golden vessel? And will you continue to give it away freely? Or will you rise as the smart woman who guards her energy and therefore guards her destiny? In life, there is one truth that never changes. Everything around us evolves. The seasons shift, the rivers carve new paths, the trees stretch higher, and the world keeps moving. Yet many people remain the same, thinking the same thoughts, repeating the same habits, living the same patterns year after year. They do not grow because they do not learn. But a smart woman, she is different. She understands that her mind is like a garden. If she does not plant seeds of wisdom, weeds of ignorance will grow. She knows that growth does not happen by accident. It is a choice, a daily practice. Let us imagine for a moment. A sword, left untouched, grows rusty. Its sharpness fades, its strength weakens. But if the sword is sharpened regularly, it gleams, it cuts through obstacles with ease. The same is true for the mind. A woman who does not sharpen her mind will struggle in life. But a woman who constantly learns, who seeks wisdom, who embraces new knowledge, she becomes like a sword, sharp and unbreakable. Smart women never stop learning. They read books that expand their horizons. They ask questions that challenge their assumptions. They surround themselves with mentors, teachers, and people who inspire growth. They are not afraid to admit, "I do not know," because they understand that humility is the doorway to wisdom. Learning is not only about books or formal education, it is about learning from life itself. Every mistake, every heartbreak, every challenge carries a lesson. A smart woman does not complain, "Why me?" Instead, she asks, "What can this teach me?" She takes her pain and turns it into wisdom. She takes her failures and transforms them into stepping stones. Consider water. It is soft, yet it carves valleys into mountains. It adapts to every container, yet it remains powerful. Why? Because it flows, it moves, it never stays stagnant. A smart woman chooses to be leak. Clear water, always flowing, always learning, always growing. But growth requires courage. Many people fear change because change demands letting go of comfort. A smart woman, however, welcomes change because she knows comfort zones may feel safe, but they are cages that prevent her from reaching her true potential. She invests in herself, not only in her appearance, but in her mind, her spirit, her skills. She does not wait for opportunities to come. She prepares herself so that when opportunity knocks, she is ready to open the door with confidence. Ask yourself, do you feed your mind with wisdom daily, or do you let it starve? Do you embrace new lessons, or do you cling to old patterns? The answer will shape your future. A smart woman follows this rule without hesitation. She never stops learning. Close your eyes for a moment and imagine this. You are walking through a dense forest with no map, no compass, and no destination. You wander left, then right, sometimes forward, sometimes backward. Hours pass, then days. But you are still lost, still unsure, still searching. This is how many people live their lives. Without purpose, without direction, without a clear understanding of why they are here. But a smart woman does not walk blindly. She chooses her path with intention. She understands that life is too short to be lived without meaning. She knows that if she does not set her own direction, the world will set it for her. Living with purpose is not about chasing perfection or impressing others. It is about alignment, aligning your actions with your values, your choices with your truth, your steps with the calling of your soul. A smart woman wakes up each day and asks herself, what kind of life do I want to create? What legacy do I want to leave? What energy do I want to give to this world? Without purpose, life feels heavy, like carrying a burden with no end. But with purpose, even challenges feel lighter, because they are part of a greater mission. Purpose gives strength to endure pain, clarity to face confusion, and courage to rise after failure. Consider the flame of a candle. If left in the open wind, it flickers and dies. But when protected by glass and given direction, it glows steadily, lighting the darkness. Purpose is that protective glass. It shields your inner flame and allows it to shine brightly. Smart women do not simply drift through life waiting for happiness to appear. They create it. They set goals that align with their values. They make decisions that honor their future selves. They ask not, what is easy right now, but rather, what is right for me in the long run. Purpose does not always arrive as a loud voice or a sudden revelation. At times it is quiet, a whisper in your heart that says, this is where you belong. It might be in raising a family, in building a business, in serving others, in creating art, or simply in living with kindness. The form does not matter. What matters is that it is yours. When a woman aligns her life with her purpose, something powerful happens. She stops competing with others. She stops comparing herself. She stops doubting her worth, because she knows exactly who she is and why she is here. So I ask you, are you wandering through the forest of life without direction, or have you chosen your path with purpose? A smart woman follows this final rule. She lives in alignment with her purpose.
And when she does, she no longer just survives. She thrives, she glows, and she inspires everyone who crosses her path.